What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream. This is the camera stream. Man, I'm a mess. I've been all over the place today from work to video games, and then now we are going to work on some art for an hour. And maybe if I'm feeling real awesome, I'll do some homework. Doubtful. Doubtful, but we could hope. Okay. First things first is let's jump over into our studio. I'm hoping this is working out. Let's just jump back this way. Let's go to the desktop. Desktop's good. Studio's up and running. We're going to put that up there. All right. So we are going to continue to work on the skateboards, I believe, today. Kind of just taking a look at things and yeah, I think I'm going to work on the giraffe today, which is an unlikely board to work on. I should work on the panda and finish that up. Maybe I'll work on the panda a little bit too. Don't really know yet. I gotta put in some thinner lines for those smaller things. So let's just get started here. I'm gonna grab the board. I don't know, panda or UFO. Oh, well, dropped one. There's too many skateboards everywhere. Okay, so the panda, I have to finish. Hi, Kylie. Welcome back to the stream. The panda. I can't believe I dropped that board. I gotta really prime these or clear coat these boards because I keep just dropping. I need to like just finalize some stuff. That one will stay there. So I should just continue to work on our panda board here instead. But I was just looking at this and I really want to just here, let me put this one sideways. Too many things. Oh, don't let me click off. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So there's that one. But I also need to finish up the original UFO board, which is like really chunky and like, ugh. But let's talk about it a little bit. I think it should just be finished because that's where I was going and that's where I was headed. My other issue with it is, hold on, sorry, I'm just trying to tighten up the bracket on the back of this so it's not all jingly. Bothers me a little bit. There was 3 followers, but not anymore. That was crazy. Okay. But I want to finish this part right here. I'm thinking about doing the F in black and white and then doing like a skeleton in it, carry the theme of the or this being like an X-ray vision type of beam. And I think that'll really tie the bottom end of this board. I don't know if I should put anything in the background, and I really kind of wanted to put the Safari sunset in the back, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm really just not going to do that because it's going to take me too much time. So today we're going to try to work on both. First up is trying to get this bottom part right here dialed in. So this needs to be done. Actually, I even sanded it, so there's not even any gold on here. That's why it looks weird. I thought it was already painted gold, but it won't be gold anyways, so that's fine. Let's see the best way. I need a longer desk. I mean, not that my desk isn't long anyways, but it's not that long. Okay. So let's just get to work here with this yellow. I'm going to continue to just use Pashkas. And I also need some black, some white. Probably not this black, probably one of these blacks. And some white. Maybe I should have shaken everything up first. Sorry, guys. Shouldn't need too much shaking. I have been using most of these colors. So yellow first. So we want to put the yellow over our color here, over the black. I don't know, I'm okay with it just being a little streaky. I just would have to like really, follow the line work, which is okay. I could do that. Because it's important to get it's less important to, you can always draw over the letters again. And who knows, maybe I'll like the look of the letters with it. Okay. I'm gonna just So I'm just gonna bring these lines straight down. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to cover the black completely, so I kind of just want to give some brush strokes here. Or what would look to be like brush strokes. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. Don't want to hurt the tip of this posh guy, even though it's like one of my few surviving. Just for the reason that you just saw. I'm not very careful with these things. And I feel like you need to have a little bit more of a gentle hand. You're working with these. Does that look straight? Looks terrible is what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to try to give it a little bit of help. Like we would do normal painting. I'm just gonna try to give it some shape. A little bit more dusting, that's a little bit more even. Just doing that with a dry brush. Sorry, guys. So my original idea, which is still going to be my idea, so I need to hit those with white. And see, I guess this is kind of a good reason why I didn't paint it. Or I'm working on two skateboards, I guess. I don't know, I don't like the skateboard isn't flat and smooth, but that's okay. It's just it's texture. It's texture. Maybe if you look at this part of the board right here, you can see where like it's got like this weird, because when I originally painted it, I was using this spray can of fluorescent orange, and I just sprayed it, and it created this like texture. Yeah, I don't want it to look like it's in front. I need it to look like it's encasing it. So maybe it's good that I'm put an extra layer on it, because what happens next is like the white needs to go in. Actually, the white doesn't need to go in. Yes, it does. So I want this to look like maybe like little bones. I gotta let it dry. I never learned my lesson. Never, ever, ever. Oh, that doesn't look like a bone. That doesn't look like what I want it to look like. And then maybe like just the shape of like a finger bone. Okay, maybe just do that. So it looks like that. It's better. And then we need the top one, but there's got to be like a little dash in here. And then the top one. It's a good thing we just ran a test run. Right? Something like that. Right? And then this would have like maybe going like this. Like it could be made up, so it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna get like a little connector, right? There's gonna be so much yellow in this, that's okay. And here we're gonna get like we're gonna make it weird. We're just gonna do that. So no one really knows what's going on. And then on the outside of that, I'm gonna put black. And then on the outside of that, there's gonna be a white line. So there's be like a white line outlining this too. But I think this will only be outlined in like regular format of what the F actually looks like. Not in the drip letters. The drip only happens outside. I know it's complicated. It doesn't make any sense, I understand as well. I think that's the beauty of it all. So it doesn't have to make sense. It can be exactly what you want it to be. If it's not what you want it to be, then it doesn't really matter. Just keep painting. So the hardest part is like having ownership over your work, but I think if you just go for it and just keep going, like people are kind of crazy. If you not to say that in a bad way, but to be honest, like I don't think a lot of my artwork is very good. I feel like everything I can put more time into it. The goal for me most of the time is to try to just finish something. Yeah, I know. I need to set it aside and let it dry. I'm going. That's what my next goal is. There's too much yellow in this white. I need to erase the yellow. Okay. Recap some white. There we go. There we go. Better. It's not as yellow. It's still yellow though. Okay. So that's good. We're gonna leave this here and let this dry for a second. We're gonna move. Oh man, you guys can barely even see that. We like mustard traced it. That's good for now. We're gonna switch in between the two. Now my issue behind this one is okay. I think the panda looks good. I'm a little kind of torn with his like tail. What do I really do with that? Um, but what I really need to do again is work on the bottom here, which is this van. And I don't have a finer. I don't have a finer Pashka, so I don't really know what to do. I could use a actual paintbrush, but the problem is I need to stay current with the ink. My ink problem. I don't want it to be different colors blacks. That happens a lot. A lot more than I would like it to. But I honestly don't think there's any more black in this one. Maybe. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh man, this has a plastic nib on it. Okay, maybe. Let's go. Let's try it. Nope. It's not the same color black. It is a... And then... Oh, I should have put a license plate. Dang. There could be a license plate here too, anyways. It's not very black. I'm not really enjoying this. I feel like my other one. Oh wait, maybe it's coming too. This line needs to be straight up and down. It's the same with this line. And then there's a door. And then there's a triangle right here at the corner, and then there's a big mirror, usually. These larger vans, the mirrors are pretty big. And we're gonna run our line back, edge of the car. Hopefully that's a door. Looks kind of door-like. Oh, come on. Why is it so close? Just not quite. Like, it's always so close to being in the shot. This is a really bad perspective of this van. Okay, we're just gonna take some artistic expression. We're gonna trace it in. It's like I gotta trace it over twice, so. It's so rough. You know? Like, just feel like I need to erase a few things first. You know, the more beat up it looks, the more it looks like a skate shop van for real, though. This is not too bad for not looking at a picture of a van when I drew this. And the fender goes down. And then you have the hinge there. Oh, it's like writing on whiteout. Okay, well, I'm not even super mad at it. I wanted to put some like other things like like a can or something right there. I think we just need to like do like a dot of color, like maybe a bag of Cheetos. Right. Maybe a can of Coke or something. Probably more like a Monster or Red Bull than a Coke. And that 35th Avenue sign, what did it look like? Did we write it? I thought I wrote it down. Looks like this 3, 5, and then a circle. That's right. Sorry, I drew that outside of 35th Avenue logo. Looks like that, which is a local skate shop here in Washington. I know it's going to be a van with no windows. That's really what type of vehicle you want when you're going on road trips. Okay, so we got the wheel well there. Shave this off a little bit, give him more wheel. Right. Shape this a little bit better. Give this a little bit more definition. You're really just trying to mold it. So like the thing is with drawing is it's just like sculpting or anything else where you're not going to be able to get exactly what you want the very first time. I mean, if you can, like, good on you. You're a pro. Like, do the thing. But if you're like everyone else who like needs a little bit more time, and I feel like that's why people quit doing art is yeah, it's very tiny. But now that I have like the tiny stuff, I feel is easier to make it look like it because you just need a little bit of definition, and then people's brains will just make up whatever's going on, right? Like I could put up just a couple little letters in there. Should put a thrasher. Right. And then you want that 3-5 Avenue. So I'm going to just try to go for it. That's not bad. Okay, cool. I know what it needs to look like. Oh dear. And that's the other problem. This nib isn't made for. Look how much ink I just came out of that Pashka. It just dripped out. So I could really take that and kind of do some more work I need to do here, but that also needs to be colored in. It's like bad timing to have like a complete ink spill because so I need to put in some like little hairlines or something in the panda. I don't know. And I'm afraid that I don't want this to take over what's important here, and that's, do I color this in? Is the dashboard black? Oh man, it's getting all drippy on me. I guess the dashboard's black now. Steering wheel. Then you got the driver's seat, which is right here. Passenger seat, we'll put a headrest. Actually make it look like a passenger seat. Should have done that with this one too, but it's okay. We'll add a little bit of flair there. And then this will just come down like that. Here's the window. And the passenger side window. Right? And then it would be more black inside that van. Are we stealing any kind of visual from the top though, as a whole? Is the line work too thick down here? Is the question. If I accidentally exit on you guys, it's not my fault. My keyboard is in my way. Right? And that's like our question is, we don't want it to like steal focus from the top. Also, I need to finish giving myself that even. I want to draw in the Petco in this direction. So I know where that top of that building kind of lays there. What's next here? The black's gonna dry, but that's okay. I want to finish these up. This sidewalk right here. It goes over the edge. There's not much black. Gray. Oh, I lied. Now I got a lot. Now it's free. Free flowing. Okay. Oh man, the nib's not scratching it. Because it's slowly drying. Okay. Just dropped a lot more. We're going to kind of go real close here and give our lines a little bit more juice. Okay. um yeah, looking good, right? Oh, an air freshener tree hanging from the mirror. I didn't even put the mirror in. It's a good call though. Oh man, this gray is dripping. It's dripping. But I think the rearview mirror would be gray, right? We're not gonna blast it in black. I'm just gonna put in the right here. Gray. Definitely an escape van. There's gonna be a ton of those trees. It's gonna be those little black ones though. So everyone likes that black. Those black trees. It's the other thing. Do I make going to color in the seats gray? Because I don't know what other color to color them in. I can't put that green tree on until Skate Van definitely had a ton of those trees in there. But they also had like a roof rack with everyone's luggage and stuff on the top. Tired of that edge of my finger getting caught on everything. Sorry guys. Just had a little like hangnail there. What are we doing? So I think everything's looking good here. I would like to maybe like micro outline our little tiny guy here. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna try. This is also Sharpie, but not paint pen. Paint pen just isn't gonna hack it for this, so we're gonna just try to add some color. Because in reality, that's all we need, right? Stop touching this gray. That's like the 15th time I've touched it. It's in a really bad spot. This is probably why it was all gross to begin with. It's like it's gonna have my fingerprints in it. I can see them. It's crazy. You can see the ridges in your fingerprints in paint. Okay, enough of that about that. Don't touch it anymore. Okay, I want to put my little tiny rabbit in here. He needs a nose. He needs his back to be cleaned up a little bit. He doesn't get a lot of detail because none of them get a lot of detail. Because he originally started out as the peace sign, is what he's supposed to be. But isn't his head a square? How do I draw the bunny? Yeah, his head's a square. Goes all the way back. It goes all the way down to the bottom. We didn't have to do that though. That looks like he's wearing a hat. But his head is a square. Like the original drawing is. This is going to be impossible. So I'm going to do it the smart way. And just take my brush. I'm going to paint the end of my brush. Oh, this is also going to be impossible. Oh no. Well, we learned our lesson there. If you're going to commit, you got to commit. Other guys, you got to retreat and hope for the best. Right now we're retreating. Okay. This is kind of how we put in some finer detail. This looks pretty okay though. I could probably hit this with the regular black paint pen and it would be fine. I'm actually going to do that for that bottom line. It wasn't this one. Was it this one that I was using? Oh man, I was so nervous I messed up. It got weird again. I just don't know why it always gets weird. Now the question is, do I outline this too? So what do we do? And how am I going to match this purple back here? Am I going to just use this purple here? Uh-oh, did it stop and start again? No. It's just been lagging on the introductions. Okay, so while we're here, down here, we can do a little bit of work with the van still. Kind of like this crosswalk part a little janky. But I also kind of want to make it nicer. Do a little bit of touch up here and there. Trying to get rid of some of this line work that doesn't need to be here. And we'll get there eventually. I put white paint here. It's pretty fresh. Looks pretty fresh. Oh, man. It's Wednesday. The issue with the purple is that, is it okay? Do I use the purple? I need to come in and fix this part too and bring color in there. I guess if I use the purple and I hate it, I can always come back and change it. My issue I'm having right now is I want it to be more defined. You know, like I want to know where this, if the building has a line, and maybe we just outline it with another color, but this whole building is so not square. It just bothers me. It's still not square. I don't care if it's not square, but it can't be like lumpy. Buildings aren't really lumpy. Maybe this one's sitting at an angle, you know, but a building shouldn't be lumpy. Might have some like outdoor elevator shafts on the top or things like that, but not lumpy. I do like the orange outline in it, so kind of want to bring that back if I can. Maybe put some more orange. I don't know. I'm going to stay away from adding anything else. But this would make this easier. I could color this in right here. Give that back end a little bit more shape. I'm not going to mess with the inside of the tree. Just going to kind of fake it. Like I said, I like the orange. Maybe we'll take some of these key points and draw some lines straight down. And put some windows in the buildings. I think the orange windows are a nice accent over here. Not too many, just a few, just to give it like a look. I could even give it more of a look if I just, right now while I'm working on it, not paint certain sections, and it'll give it, like, it'll make it look, there's more depth in some places, and shadows in other places, right? So this side of the building may be well lit. A little bit of forethought in your paintings can help. If you have like, that's in your scope of your thought process, I mean, it would be nice to put it to practical use. Still don't think that's centered or straight. Like I said, it doesn't need to be, it just needs to be. Here, let me try to make it more straight. Oh, oh, Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Looks like everything's turning purple. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but you saw how much paint bled out. Okay, we're going all the way down. Whoopsies. In the words of Steve Urkel, did I do that? Yes, you did do that, man. You got it everywhere. You may as well just color everything in and come back with the accent colors. Nope, you're not going to do that. Why? Because you like it too much. Okay. So just touch up and moving forward and touch up and moving forward. That seems to be the process at the moment. There actually needs to be purple, I think, in between these spaces here. I can't remember which one. I think these two. I'll have to look at the picture, but this won't be completely white. We're going to line in the Petco over the Artists and Craftsmen building. The tribute to the Hondas right there. We do need a little bit more of this black color, but I don't think right now, at least for the most part, this is that. I'm going to need to hand paint that in because that's actually another. What time is it? The time? You should have speckled gray shadow on the roof from the tree. Oh yeah. I don't really know how to fit that van underneath that tree. When I put the tree over top of it, it just doesn't fit correctly. What I wanted to do was add some black here. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Whoops. Arm in the purple. You know what time that is when you start putting arms in colors. Time to take a break. Time is it? Oh, 52. Well, time to go back to this guy real quick. I'm gonna finish up the stream with our friend here. See, I kind of like that effect. Not so. I need to really fix this bone. I think it's too big. Oh man, I should have erased it well back then. That's okay. We're gonna fix it when we add the black. I think is the plan. Am I gonna be able to add the black? Couldn't get any black out of this one. And put the black in question. I could use the Sharpie paint pen black. Let's see how well that works. A little bit scared, but whatever. Let's grab it. Do I even have it? Problem is that they're all black, and then this one is like just... Okay, so it does work. And I think I would want to like come in. I do like this shape, but I just want it less obtrusive. Right? Something like that. This shape can be bigger. And then this shape is like this. And comes out like this. And like that. And this one goes something like that. Comes down, right? And this one, just an ordinary finger bone shaped like so. And there we have that part. Now we're going to line this in. My issue with this is I bet you this black bleeds like crazy. And what we're going to have to do, it's just fine, is we're going to have to use the white Sharpie instead of using the Pashka, which is also fine. All those things are okay. This has a nice big brush tip, but I'm not too sure what I'm using. Is it paint? It goes on like marker, and the tip is felt. But I'm afraid if I try to do a wash of that yellow over this, it's going to just ruin my yellow. And that just might not be something that's possible doing a wash of yellow. Maybe what I got is what I got. Which is also completely okay. Cut back to that van problem at a later time. Tonight we're just going to finish with this. You can get that white a little bit closer to that side. The part's kind of crooked, but then go for it. Bones can be lumpy. The hard part is this is right on like the little wave or the bump in the skateboard. A little bit hard to. All right. I think that's a good start for what I want. I also need to trace our gold in some kind of white, I think, on the outside. Just a little flash white just to make it pop a little bit more. It is Wednesdays, guys. It's been a weird week starting with with having a Memorial Day to start the week off. I really like that. Look. Those letters came out pretty cool. I even kind of like the fade and how that came out. I wish I could show you a little bit better, but honestly, I'm fighting with my monitors, hitting my monitors and other things to kind of show you what this looks like. Here we go. Full range, full body view. So I'm liking that one a lot better. Put a little bit more detail into it. Cool. Great. All right. Then again with these we're just kind of working on the final touches, just kind of annoying and feels stupid, but what we're trying to do is to get it to look better, right? Like, oh my god, I wish I didn't have so much stuff on my desk. It's like, how many things do you need to do? Well, I just took out about 500,000 different little pens and pencils and markers and paintbrushes. That's just the life of being an artist, I guess. Anyways, guys, this is gonna be it for this one. Like I said, well, just doing like little touch-ups here and there, trying to get little things done. Oh, paint's too wet. Don't try to do it. Trying to be patient, learning self-control. All these things are very difficult to handle. Put some more detail into the van. Clean up this area a little bit down here. And then, yeah, this one's going to be pretty much good to go. I got to get those feet dialed in. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe just outline the toes. Also, do you think I should make this a darker outline because it's farther in the back? Or does it need that thin, really thin black outline? I don't know. I'm still torn on that subject as well. Torn on that subject as well. Mirror's so crooked I can't handle it. Yep, there we go. Gotta let things dry. Gotta let things dry. If I don't let things dry, they'll just get dirty. So, or just get mucky. But I wanted to fix this mirror. The mirror's actually wasn't in the right place. Oh no. Gotta paint that black again. Do some touch up and then clear gloss these and then they're done, I think. I'm really gonna try to pack these up and be done with them. And either just sell them or give them away. I don't know. Whatever comes first, really, at this point. I just need to get rid of some of the stuff that I have. Still thinking about that black line in the back. Yeah, that's I don't know if it's supposed to be darker or if it needs to be darker and come in. Like a really fat outline in the back, or what needs to happen. There we go. I'm gonna fix that one more time. Just wanted to kind of clean up the van a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of my big dilemma right now with the panda and the back of the panda. We need some shadow on the corner of the van. I really want this tree to come over the van right here, though. I just don't know how to do that without making it look like it's sitting on top. Can I put the shadow underneath first? That'd be like a good way to use this like grayish white is to like speckle the top. Give some color to the van lid. Okay. Just because the whole van has decided that it wants to be this dingy gray color, that's, I guess, what color we're going to make it. Which is okay by me, too. Might paint it over a little bit white next time. I think the van looks a lot better. I think everything's coming together and looking a lot better. Steady as she goes, really. And that's what we gotta do. Can't rush it. Anyways, guys. Yes, maybe a darker gray closer to the tree. Yeah, because right now it looks like it's behind it. So you just need like gray speckles here. You can't really do anything with it right now. So it's gotta wait till next time. If I keep messing with it, it's just gonna turn into a blob and then I'm gonna have to paint a bigger space and it's not gonna be what I want. So I gotta call it quits, let everything dry, and try to move forward from there. It's my best bet. Anyways, guys, we're gonna have to call that for this one. Happy Wednesday to everyone out there watching. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Just 2 more weeks of school, really. And boy, they are going to be a crazy 2 weeks with graduation ceremonies and all sorts of other things. I'm having to make slideshows and pamphlets, and oh man, it's all happening. I can handle it, but it's putting a lot more design work on other things. I'm trying to figure out when I want to go see my aunt. So lots of things happening. Um, we need to look at shadows of trees on things when you go out tomorrow. Picture for reference. Yeah. That tree actually should be bigger. It should be also in front of the shop. But I wanted to give a little bit of the shop look, but it doesn't matter really. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'll check out the reference tomorrow. I'm exhausted for the night, although I probably will play some video games at some point. Uh, anyways, thanks for watching as always, and we'll be back here on Friday to hopefully finalize a few of these skateboards and actually get them gone. Is my plan, if I can. Really start moving things in a forward direction to not like necessarily make art profitable, but to like I need to get art circulating is my problem. I need to get it moving. Like even if it's not that I even don't want to sell it, I just need it to get out of my space. And I'm going to continue working on finishing up projects and moving them on. So that's my plan. Anyways, I got brushes to wash, markers to put back. I don't want to take out any more stuff. Like I said, I should study, but that's probably not going to happen. I didn't study yesterday, really. I tried to study at school today, but that didn't happen because there was no time. Tomorrow there'll be a 2-hour block where I'll have some time to study. But then I have a baseball game to go to tomorrow night. I signed up for that. It's a school thing though, and I missed the school thing today. So I really should do that. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you back here on Friday. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Should have done that in giant form. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your week. I'm going to put both of these up to dry. That's what this one looks like. And here's this one. So if we did a side by side, right? This one. Oh no, I'm gonna have a problem with the bottom and the top being naked. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I think it'll work. This one, fully painted, lots of color. This one's a lot more fun. But this one, not so much. But we're getting there. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you back here on Friday. Have a good night. Don't drop the skateboards. Don't drop the skateboards.